We're in the winter season. Although we don't have a winter climate, we have several tourists and other guests to our shores coming in around this time of the year, straight through until March. And with them, on their aircrafts or on the cruise ships, also come all these viruses. In addition, we also travel to more temperate countries, and we bring them back with us when we travel. And so seasonal viruses are really nothing new. What is new, of course, in this mix is the COVID-19 virus seems to be progressing into a seasonal virus. And it's too early to call it that strictly, but certainly this is the first winter season where we're seeing the peaks in COVID-19 numbers post the acute surge in the pandemic. Accompanying the COVID-19 virus is also some other friends, which are the usual culprits at this time of the year, including the flu virus, and many of you have heard of this, and some of you have even had the flu vaccine, and of course the new kid on the block, and kid pun intended, respiratory syncytial virus, which primarily affects children but also affects adults as well. So you have this interesting viral cocktail of COVID-19, RSV, and influenza, and all in a region where we have all been on lockdown for what, 2 to 3 years? Our immunity to these viruses has also been diminished somewhat, and so we're freshly exposed to them again. We're also coming out of a public health emergency and pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic. And as such, we're all very tired. We're even tired of hearing messages like the ones I'm giving about washing your hands, respiratory hygiene, and maintaining your distance. There is fatigue within the health system. Doctors, nurses, we also get tired as well from dealing with respiratory viruses. But guess what? We still have to. And so is the public. We are now in a situation where when we would wish a heightened public health alertness from the general public, we now have a period of fatigue. People want to get out there, they want to be out in person again, they want to socialize again, and they want to not wear a mask. Unfortunately, viruses don't allow us to take a break. And although we are eager to get out there and socialize, which is important, we have to bear in mind that the same public health measures that worked during the COVID-19 pandemic are critical now. How does public health deal with this? This isn't a local phenomenon. Public health internationally has to address this, where people are skeptical about what does this mean about wearing a mask again? Are we going to go back in lockdown? Those kind of measures. So we have to be sensitive and sensible in our messaging. We have to say, for instance, wear a mask if you are going to be in a high-risk environment or a high-risk encounter, such as in a closed space for a long period of time. Or if you're visiting your aunt or uncle who is over the age of 65 or who may have vulnerable conditions like high blood pressure or diabetes or even cancer, you should wear a mask then. It's generally a good idea if you're not feeling well to stay away from public settings. So miss the party or don't go into work to report to work, then say you're ill. If you do find yourself in a situation where you have to be out in public and you're not feeling well, that's also a good time to wear a mask.